President-elect Joe Biden calling for healing this morning after his historic presidential victory.
The Bible tells us to everything there is a season, a time to build, a time to reap and a time to sow, and a time to heal. This is the time to heal in America.
And one of the people who played a big part in his win was Governor Gretchen Whitmer. She joins us now live. Governor, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Good morning. I'm glad to be with you.
So first, what was your reaction when you heard the news that Joe Biden won the election?
Well, I was thrilled. There were so many people that came together to make sure that this reality happened. I've always said that the road to the White House goes through the state of Michigan, but we all know it goes through the city of Detroit. And Joe Biden and Kamala Harris gave two wonderful speeches last night and acknowledged how important it is that we come together, how important the votes of the African American population were, how important women were in coming together. I mean, this was a coalition unlike anything we've seen in a long time. And Joe Biden now is focused on being an American president for every American, not just for some, not just for those who agree with him. And I think that mentality is so important in this moment.
And Governor, you were on the short list of VP candidates before Kamala Harris was chosen. So let me ask you something we're all wondering. Would you accept a cabinet position in the Biden administration if offered?
Well, I just want to say this about Kamala Harris. I am thrilled. She is our vice president-elect. I mean, got very choked up last night watching it, thinking about what change we are seeing happen in our country and how amazing it is. I love being the governor of Michigan, and I think I can be an excellent ally to a Biden-Harris White House and stay in my home state that I love so much. We've got more work to do here, and I'm really excited about having a partner in Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
And what can we expect from a Biden administration?
Well, I mean, I think he's been saying it for months on end, right? We've got to get our arms around COVID-19 first and foremost. These numbers are climbing all across the country, and it's very serious. So that is job one, making sure that we have a strategy. We start bringing our numbers down, that we lead the world in this space, protect one another, protect healthcare, and get people safely back to work and kids safely staying in our schools. So this, I think, is the first biggest challenge that the Biden-Harris administration have, and they are laser focused on it.
And Governor, I did want to ask you about the case numbers, record-breaking these past few days. What is happening? I know folks like myself, I wear a mask, I keep myself at a social distance. I feel like we're doing the right thing. So why are the numbers just keep going up and up?
Well, you are, Simon. Thank you for doing that. And to everyone who is continuing to take this seriously, thank you for doing your part. We are 8 months into this, and people are fatigued. We know that there's been a lot of politicization of mask wearing. We got to get the politics out of this public health crisis. COVID-19 does not care that a Supreme Court issued a ruling that has created confusion. We still have a mask mandate. COVID-19 does not care what your partisan politics are. COVID-19 is still a very real threat to every single one of us. And whether it's political rallies or celebrations like we saw last night, frankly, gave me a lot of concern as we saw people coming together, many wearing masks, but many who weren't. And that's why we've really got to double down on these. We're going to make progress toward therapeutics and vaccines, but in the interim, the best tool we have is a mask, and we got to get the politics out of masking.
And where are you seeing the trends with these cases? Because as you know, a lot of schools are now stopped face-to-face learning. They're going back to virtual learning. Where are we seeing these numbers come from?
Well, we're watching. Of course, we're doing contact tracing. We're doing record number of testing, about 42,000 tests a day in Michigan, which is a Herculean undertaking. And I want to compliment our HHS team and all of the incredible local public health departments that are doing this incredibly hard and important work. We are seeing, of course, spread happening in events that people are hosting at their homes, or it's a wedding, or it's a funeral. It's these personal gatherings that are contributing. And that's why as we get closer to the holiday season, we really all have to be smart about not bringing many generations from many different households together. It's hard. We want to do that. Trust me, I want to host a huge Thanksgiving like I always do, but I'm not going to this year because it's just too dangerous, and I don't want to endanger one of my loved ones. We're asking everyone to adopt that kind of strategy as we go to the holidays. How can we stay close without endangering one another?
Governor, last time we spoke, you said hospitalizations will really determine if we are heading into another shutdown. Where are we right now in terms of a shutdown? Are we getting there?
Well, we're staying very close to the leadership in our hospital systems. We are fortunate to have incredible hospital systems and amazing frontline workers and our nurses and doctors. However, we're seeing an increase in hospitalizations statewide. It's really concerning in rural parts of our state where we see systems that aren't equipped to handle a big influx. And that's why we're really encouraging people to get your flu shot so you don't get hospitalized for the flu and take a bed that someone with COVID might need. Wear your mask, double down on these protocols. I know I'm being redundant, and yet it's really imperative that every one of us takes this seriously. We don't want to have to take steps backward, but if it becomes uncontrolled community spread that we can't find a nexus to, that might have to be necessary, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
All right, thank you so much, Governor Whitmer, for joining us this morning.
Thank you.